Hi children, welcome to this class. This is term 3, class 5, social science. Yoga. Students, you are doing yoga well. I have seen your performance in the group. Very good children. Yoga helps in keeping our mental and physical health intact. It helps us to connect to nature. Furthermore, your body becomes more flexible after consistent yoga practice, and you also develop a great sense of self discipline and self awareness. In short, it improves our well being and gives us better mental clarity. Very good, children. Keep it up. Next, handwriting. Handwriting also you are sharing in the group. Very good, children. Handwriting activates the brain more than keyboard. It helps the students with dyslexia. It contributes to better writers. Most people are judging by their handwriting. It helps with communication. Good handwriting is a key to progress and success. Very good, children. Next, reading. Reading also nowadays you are sharing. Very good, children. Reading helps to develop positive thinking. It is important because it develops your mind and gives you excessive knowledge and lessons of life. It helps you understand the world around you better. It keeps your mind active and enhance your creative ability. So keep on reading, children. This is the continuation of the last session. In the last two classes, we have discussed Unit 3, Educational Rights. So, do you know what is education? Education is the teaching or training of people, especially in school. We have discussed that education is important for people as well as the nation. Education is the first step for child's development. Education improves knowledge, skills, values, and quality of one's life. It also helps in overall development of a country. So, our government giving more importance to education. Next, we have discussed importance of education. Education does not mean that one should be literate. Literate means able to read and write. So, education does not mean that one should be literate. It is more than literacy. Literacy means the ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, communicate, and compute. So, education helps to analyze the reason, build skills to live, know what is right and wrong, and lead a moral life in the society. Moral is nothing but having a high standard of behavior. Next, we have discussed Gandhiji's quotes. Literacy in itself is no education. Literacy is not the end of education. Real education consists in drawing the best out of yourself. So that is a real education. You should be good and best out of learning. Okay, that is a real education. Mahatma Gandhi said. Our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi, he said this quotes for children. Let us know. Swami Vivekananda is best known for his speech, which began with the words sisters and brothers of America. So normally, if any speech starts, we starts with respectable, honorable, isn't it? And my friends, my dear colleagues, isn't it? But he start before unknown people, he start a speech with superb words, sisters and brothers of America. So these words impressed the American first. So then they started to listen what Swami Vivekananda started to speak. he said, education is a manifestation of the perfection already in man. So manifestation is the public display of emotion or a feeling or something theoretical which made it real. So that is a education. The next we have discussed Gurukula. It is one of the system of education that was practiced in ancient India. That is, in ancient India, that is full of the places where Tamil Nadu is mostly ruled by kings, isn't it? So in that time, so they use a system of education, this old system of education, Gurukulam, isn't it? Guru is teacher and Sishya is a student. So both they lived in ashramam together in a separate place, and they learn their education with the nature. And we have discussed educational rights also, isn't it? Here, another is the legislative section, which is divided into 3 lists: union list, state list, and concurrent list. So education comes under concurrent list. So concurrent list includes the power to be considered by both the union and the state government. Next, important features of RTE. So one of the educational rights. So this is a educational rights, isn't it? RTE is nothing but rights to education, isn't it? Here, what are the important features which is allotted under RTE Act? Here, until the completion of elementary education, no student is stopped from school. So at least under this RTE, at least the students, the children must complete this education. Okay, this elementary education. Here, next point is 25% reservation is given to the economically underprivileged people in all private schools. So underprivileged is nothing but having less money and fewer rights, opportunity, etc. than other people in the society. So next feature is improvement in the quality of education. So 3S1s or 5S1s, the education quality must be improved in the state level. Okay. Next, school infrastructure should be improved every 3 years. Next, finances will be shared between the state and the central government. So some finance aid which be allotted for education. The next policy is National Education Policy, that is NEP. In 2019, the Government of India has framed the National Education Policy to promote education among the people of India. The NPE, National Policy Education, which covers all educational systems from primary to college level. Let us know. The first National Education Policy was implemented in 1968, followed by the second one in 1986. Next, we have discussed child labor. Child labor is not allowed in our country. All children are entitled to have free and compulsory education. So in each and every village also, education facility is allotted by the government. Today, we are going to discuss some educational schemes. The most important milestone in education is the free midday meal program. So, while the students come to school, so in the lunch is provided, that is a free midday meal. If the lunch provide to them, then they live happily as well as they study happily, isn't it? So they allotted free midday meal program, which was implemented by the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Honorable K. Kamaraj. Perunthalaivar K. Kamaraj. So he was known as Perunthalaivar K. Kamaraj. His birth anniversary is celebrated as Educational Development Day. So each and every year our school also celebrated this. So 15th of July. This was celebrated in recognition of his contribution to the development of education. So first he introduced a free midday meal program in the school. In educational system is mainly divided into 4 stages. They are lower primary, upper primary, secondary, higher secondary. Okay, children. Here in lower primary, it was divided into 5 standards. So first to 5th standards. Upper primary is divided into 2 standards. They are 6th, 7th. Then secondary, which is divided into 3 standards. They are 8th, 9th, 10th. The higher secondary is divided into 2. That is 11th and 12th. Here the education schemes, today we are going to discuss the 2 education schemes. The first educational scheme is Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, that is SSA. And the Right to Education Act is there, here the act have improved the educational performance. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, that is SSA, Education for All, was launched in the year 2001. Shall we see some objectives of SSA? Here, the first main objective is increasing the enrollment, that is number of students in the primary school. Next objective is getting access to the free and compulsory education for children up to age 14. The next one is improving the quality of education. To learn or to memory easy, to understand easy. So this scheme's objective is to improve the quality of education. Next scheme is Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan, that is RMSA, which was launched in 2009. The aim or objective of this scheme is mainly raising the minimum level of education to up to class 10. So up to class 10 no one should stop. Okay, to increase the number of students up to class 10. So this is the main aim of this RMSA, Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan. Later in 2018, the government of India wanted to provide a single scheme. That now 2 schemes we have seen, Okay. Now later in 2018, the government of India wanted to provide a single scheme for school education starting from preschool to class 12th. So this scheme is known as Samagra Shiksha, that is SA. Samagra Shiksha subsumes nothing but includes the 3 erstwhile. Erstwhile is nothing but something that came at an earlier time or before. So before came some schemes, so it includes this one single scheme, Samagra Shiksha. So the scheme or the earlier schemes are Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan SSA, Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan RMSA, and Teacher Education TE. It includes these 3. So shall we see the objective of Samagra Shiksha? Objectives. Objective of SS. The main objective is providing quality education and improving learning outcomes of students. Next is supporting all state governments in implementing RTE, focusing on girl education, focusing on digital education. In the past 2 decades, India has achieved a maximum enrollment of students in schools through these schemes. Shall we see some glossary words which is given in your book? Ensure, meaning is assure. Erstwhile, meaning is a farmer. Superstitious, meaning is irrational religious belief. Shall we recall what we have learned Education is very important for every individual. The next point is every child has the right to have free and compulsory education. Education should be affordable to common people. Affordable is nothing but easy to pay, easy to get. The Right to Education Act 2009 describes the importance of free and compulsory education for children between 6 to 14 years of age. Samagra Shiksha scheme which improves the quality of education and learning of students. Children, today's class is interesting and I think you all have understood. Thank you students. Have a nice day.